know this isn't the most exciting video, but maybe if it stops one person getting injured, then I suppose it's worthwhile. Stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to share with you 4 nuggets of advice that has helped me avoid injury this year, so stick around. Today we're going to talk a little bit about injury prevention and how it's affected me. I'm going to talk about 5 different injuries that are common for triathletes and how to prevent them. First one is stress fractures. It's a fairly common one for triathletes. I've had one and it probably knocked me out for about 2 years altogether. So I first noticed my stress fracture back in March 2021. It was just before travelling out to Ironman 70.3 Lanzarote. I sprained my ankle, I think just 2 or 3 days before the race. And I mean, I was there, so I did the race anyway. It didn't go too bad really. But I knew after, or pretty much straight after that, I was overcompensating on my left side to my right, because that's where I sprained my ankle. So I was overcompensating on my left, and so my left was getting weaker because I was also neglecting the strengthening and conditioning, and that definitely didn't help. So with the strength and conditioning, I'm meaning using exercises that are gonna help and strengthen up your muscles that you use for triathlon. So with my strength and conditioning, I'm always doing single-legged work instead of double-legged or two-legged or whatever, to try and make my weaker side as strong as my good side. So when you're running, it's as strong as your good side, and you're not overcompensating. Plenty of research, I think, definitely out there that tells you how much it will reduce your injury risk. I also do mobility exercises. I try and do them every morning, and also they also count as like a pre-run and pre-cycling activations. So that is also another thing I try and do now, pre-run and pre-bike, and I suppose pre-swim as well. Just mobility pre-activation sort of stuff, so you get your body used to what it's about to go and do, especially when you're trying to do a session in the morning. You're trying to do, being a triathlete, you're training swim, bike and run, aren't you? So if you're doing long hours in the saddle, and you're going to try and get up in the morning if you've got a family and things like that. So straight after you wake up, you want to try and do a bit of just warm up pre-activation stuff to get your body knows that's what it's going to do. So another good thing to do is just have a plan, and you want to stick to that really, and not do too much, and going easy. You want to go easy on the easy days, and then it allows you to go harder on the harder days. So it's quite tempting, when you're feeling a bit good on the easy days, and then you go too hard, and it not allows you to go hard on the harder days. Yeah, that is bad. Don't do that. So number 2 is muscle strains. That's fairly common for new triathletes, when your body's not used to it. Your biomechanics of your running isn't quite there, and you're same with your bike. I think you can always get help with that with Bike Fit. That'll prevent the muscle strain quite a lot, and then sort of also the mobility and the strengthening conditioning as well. I'm going to be saying that quite a lot. So by mobility, I'm sort of meaning like to open and free up the joints before you start running or biking or swimming. So I try and do a bit of thoracic stuff, thoracic spine mobility for running. So, you know, it's a bit like your open books, your cat-cows and that sort of stuff. So like the open book one is like where you know, go on, you like follow your arm around, run. So you're on your foot on this one, your knees on the floor on this side. So yeah, like that, and then swap over and it's the same the other side. And the cat-cow one, no one knows that. It's like, I don't know how to. It's hard to sit down and do it, but you know, you know what I mean. So yeah, and was it thread the needle as well? Where you know, you through there. Same again. Let's do that a couple of times. That'll free him up. So yeah, pro demonstration. This is number 3. Knee pain. That's a pretty common for. I've heard it's for the older triathletes. Yeah, I think I haven't experienced it running, but biking maybe. Badly fitted bike fit. Definitely get a good bike fit. That makes a big difference. Yeah, I think notice a difference when I've, like, say you hired a bike when you go abroad or things like that. You can notice a big difference then. When you're trying to fiddle it and you can't quite get it right on your own, just by the feel. It's definitely helps someone looking at it for you. So I'd definitely recommend getting a bike fit. There's also quite an annoying fly. I don't know where he's gone, but yeah, he seems to live here. So I think for some runners or beginner runners, if you're a heel striker, that's maybe an overstriding is a common one for knee pain as well. Maybe try and look at your biomechanics and if the shoes are right for you, if you need insoles or that sort of thing. I think I have some insoles, some pretty, I think they're cheap insoles to stop me from, you know, coming in, I don't know, over pronating, or is that the other way? I'm not sure, but it's coming in a little bit. But that's also the strength and conditioning has helped stop that as well. Number 4 is back and neck pain. I think that's quite a common one for experienced triathletes as well. I do. That's also your cat-cow stuff and your thoracic spine movement stuff, mobility.
Just do it. Do it on.
Just do it.
Really funny.
I don't even know where to do it.
Stay on the sofa.
Okay. I'll do a demonstration on the sofa. Maybe any physios out there won't be very happy with this, but you know. And then yeah. Oh no, it's not good. Wait. Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay, that's enough. So, yeah, that's your cat-cow one. So, back and neck pain is a common one. So, I think when you're, you know, if you're in the aggressive, you know, TT position for a long time, definitely kind of hinders your back and neck. I get a bit of an issue on my right side, yeah, right back of my neck. But sometimes I've like another one is like you like make yourself get a double chin and then push it out and then double chin again and then keep doing that and then it releases that the back of there. That's a good one. Another one is probably bike fit. That's probably a big one really. That'll definitely help. So if you're new to triathlon, a big one is, you know, you're watching everyone on YouTube and Instagram and all that stuff, and they're doing, you know, long hours and hard efforts, it seems like, all the time on the track and stuff. So, you know, you want to just focus on yourself really and don't do too much too soon and build the time up and the distances up over time and not rush into it straight away and not rush into it, but not do too many hours and too much too soon and building it up again with the, you know, the strength and conditioning. That's nearly more important now over winter to build that big base for, you know, next year if you're doing any races. So number 5 is swimmer's shoulder. That's a common one for new triathletes. haven't been swimming for a long time and you're on the older side, then your poor technique is a big one, and using your shoulders to pull you through the water instead of your lats, your main muscle for swimming. And technique is a big one in swimming. Also, to prevent it, I think with mobility, obviously, and strength and conditioning again. So it's not as important in biking and running, but with swimming, I think technique is such a big one. So if you could try and get someone to video you, that would help a lot, and you can see what you're doing wrong, or right maybe. Or trying to get a swim coach or join a group of swimmers, that would definitely help. I think swimming in a big group anyway improves your times and makes you just go a little bit harder than on your own. It's definitely a little bit demoralising swimming on your own all the time. So yeah, swimming with a group would definitely help that. As promised, here are my nuggets of advice. The first nugget is strength and conditioning, because I've been mentioning that the whole video. Mobility, also been mentioning that. And then correct technique and sticking to the plan. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get started on the Road to Roth series, which is a full distance Ironman next year in July. So you'll be able to see what my training is like leading into that race. So if you've enjoyed this video, you might enjoy this video as well, of a day in the life of a working triathlete. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
So I've got
Flying back again.